hailstorm rolls through the Twin Cities and destroys your roof. Your homeowner's insurance covers it, right? Not so fast. You pull out your policy and discover you owe the first $4,000 out of pocket before insurance pays a dime. That separate hail deductible? Most homeowners in Minnesota have no idea it exists until they need to file a claim. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what your homeowner's policy covers when hail hits, what it doesn't, and the 3 questions to ask your agent today so you're not blindsided later. Here's the good news. Standard homeowners policies do cover hail damage. We're talking your roof, gutters, siding, windows, even your HVAC equipment. If you've got a detached garage or shed, that's covered too at about 10% of your home's dwelling limit. That part is straightforward. The problem is everything else. Minnesota insurers have started adding a separate hail and wind deductible to policies instead of your regular $500 or $1,000 deductible. And it's not a flat amount. It's a percentage, 1 to 2% of your dwelling coverage limit. So if your home is insured for $400,000, now that's $4,000 to $8,000 you pay before insurance kicks in. I see this all the time in my agency. People don't realize they have it until the claim comes in. Your policy pays one of 2 ways. Replacement cost value means we cover what it costs to rebuild your roof today, full price, minus your deductible. Actual cash value means we pay that same price minus depreciation. On a 12-year-old roof, that depreciation hits hard. An $18,000 roof might only pay out $8,000 or $9,000 if you're on actual cash value. That's the difference between fixing your home and living with damage. Here's the one nobody talks about until it's too late. Some Minnesota carriers added what's called a cosmetic damage exclusion. That means they won't cover dents, scratches, or cosmetic marring, even if the damage is obvious and visible. If you've got metal roofing, metal siding, or metal gutters, check your policy right now because this exclusion is becoming standard across Minnesota. Minnesota sits at the top of the list for hail frequency and severity. We get pounded from spring through summer up here. The average hail claim in Minnesota runs about $30,000. That's the highest per capita in the entire country. Insurers know it. That's why they're adding deductibles, exclusions, and being more aggressive with what they'll and won't pay. It matters more here than almost anywhere else. The biggest mistake I see is people assuming their regular deductible applies to hail. A client came in last week thinking she'd owe $500 on her hail claim. Turned out she had a 2% deductible on a $380,000 home. That's $7,600. She was shocked. Don't be that person. Check your declarations page today for the line that says windstorm and hail deductible. That's the number that matters. Call us right now at 76373377475. We're licensed in Minnesota, Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Illinois, Ohio, Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas, and Arizona. We can get you a complete coverage review and quote in about 3 minutes, or use the link in the description. Nelson and Associates, Fridley, Minnesota,